Tuesday, I'm out in the world. Monday ended up being a sort of day off, which I didn't expect, which kind of theoretically threw me off. I did not work on a card. The cards luckily have been pushed back. I didn't ask for an extension, but because of circumstances that have nothing to do with me, instead of them being due the beginning of August, they're due the end of August, beginning of September. So I get a whole nother month than I thought I had. So I'm kind of right back where I was, where, now that I'm in July, I don't have to worry about it until August, which is good because the t-shirt, which I'm doing officially 100% now, is due by the end of this month at the latest, which gives me just a few weeks to do it. And I'm struggling because I decided to do an up angle of a Godzilla suit that I've never really drawn before. So I give myself a challenge. So yesterday, I did put in about 2 hours, but I just worked on the shirt, not the cards. I don't think I'm going to work on the cards again until the shirt is done and or it is August. So yeah, but I'm also out of breath because I've been walking for over an hour up and down these trails. My plan is we're going to have some lunch, go home, and then theoretically I'm going to get to work on the shirt again. We'll see how quickly that happens. I'm confident I'll get some work on it done, but whether or not I get right home and work to it, that seems unlikely. And then for now, I'm going to keep working on the horror Wednesdays and Thursdays. But if I feel like I'm falling behind on the t-shirt, I'm going to have to cut into that time. But anyway, that's where I am right now.
So it's just after 7 a.m. on Wednesday. So Monday and Tuesday, I worked on the Godzilla shirt. I'm struggling a bit, as I've probably already mentioned. I'm happy to be doing it, but I do this all the time where I'm like, instead of just doing a simple Godzilla that I know I could do, I'm like, let me challenge myself in multiple ways, doing something that involves graphic design, which is also not something I'm particularly good at or whatever, but whatever. So the deadline is the end of this month, and it's the 7th, I think, today. Anyway, I was thinking about, I was going to work on the horror today, and I was like, well, should I just, I always want to just power through on one job. I like to get one project done, if at all possible, for a variety of reasons. Commander, you got something to say about all this? She was a big mouth a second ago. Yeah, Uzi, you're the good one. So, I didn't get much sleep last night either. So, as I've talked about before, in a perfect world, I'd work on one project until it's done, or at least one art style, whatever. So I want to just keep powering through on the shirt, but I'm trying to be like, no, I got to work on the horror, blah, 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 blah. And I realized that this month, I have a bunch of stuff going on. I have a party I have to go to next weekend, because I get a lot of my work done on weekends. So that's a day I'm not going to be able to do work. But also, the third weekend this month, I'm actually going to my cousin's wedding, which is very exciting. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to see him. I'm going to see other family coming in from out of town. And then the next day, I'm going to be driving around looking at houses down in that area because we're thinking of moving down there. And then the next day, before I come home, because I have to fly, even though it's still in California, it's far. Before I fly home after searching, I'm going to see some friends in the LA area from New Jersey, whatever. But the point is, more than a weekend will be gone. That's like 4 days. So there's 5 days at least this month that I realize I can't work even a little bit. I mean, arguably I could work on my iPad on other stuff, but I'm not gonna be able to work on the finished art. So I feel like the smartest thing to do is to finish it before my trip for the wedding, so that I'm not stressed out and trying to finish it up in a few days after I get back. And if I do have any trouble and hiccups and problems, then I will have a little time to fix it up afterwards. But again, that means, once again, the horror's pushed to the back. So I don't know. What I'm going to do is, today I'm going to work on the Godzilla shirt and reassess from there. So it's Thursday. To recap, Monday was a day off, which I didn't realize, but I used it to work on the Godzilla shirt. Tuesday also worked on the Godzilla shirt. When I say worked on the Godzilla shirt, I'm mainly working on the drawing of Godzilla himself. And I'm not even at the pencil phase yet. I'm still doing like heavy figuring stuff out in the rough phase. Both perspective and design of the character. The hands are giving me trouble because he's got these weird hands. To the Wednesday, yesterday, I should have been working on the horror, but I decided it was more important to get my deadline done, work on the Godzilla shirt, but I didn't, because I might look a little tired right now, and that's just because it's early. It's like 7:30, but I had a good night's sleep last night. The night before, I got like 4.5, 5 hours sleep. It was a stressful, terrible night, and I was kind of a mess the next day, not surprisingly. So I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get any work done at all, both because of time and motivation and whatever else.
What I did do was I had, for some reason I woke up with that. Well, hi, Mr. Over. I got the idea to do a design for a mask, which I had thought of a long time ago. Hey, I should do some mask designs, possibly to make some money, possibly to give out for free to other people, the design at least, but mainly because like I'd like to wear some cool masks that maybe I drew myself. And I have 2 Godzilla shows coming up at the end of August, so I thought it'd be cool to have a cool mask to wear, especially if I designed it myself. And I was, and also there's a lot of news saying, hey, we might need to wear masks longer than we thought. So like it's, even though it's sort of the end of the mask era, probably not, maybe not, I don't know. So being that I could barely be motivated to draw at all, so well, you know what? I'm motivated to do this right now, so it's better than doing nothing. And I did do some sketching in my iPad of Godzilla hands and like kind of workshopping stuff, but no tangible work on the shirt. So I was like, okay, well, let me do a quick sketch, and I did it on my iPad of just like this piece of Ultraman's mouth, which would be like this little area here, which is ironically the hardest part of Ultraman for me to draw. I've never quite got comfortable doing it. I'm always sort of refiguring it out each time. I've never found a smooth, most things you kind of get like that formula, that sort of basic approach to it, and I have a real hard time with that. What I should do is look at how other artists do it and try to maybe copy them or learn from them, but I'm always looking at still images or toys, and it's passable. I've done it plenty of times on a professional level, but it's always a struggle, anyway. So I did this sketch and it looked kind of okay, and I'm like, okay, well, let me find a template from one of these sites, and I wanted one that covers up to here because some were like kind of straight across, but I wanted the kind that kind of like Sub-Zero, Scorpion, kind of I'm a ninja. And I found one, and I kind of copied and pasted, and I cleaned it up a little bit, but there's a weird template where it's like flared out to the side, and then there's like a crescent on the bottom and stuff. And I was like, how is this going to line up? And do I have to print one? And so I got the rough art done, but didn't go into final art yet. And it was all done pretty quickly. I was feeling pretty motivated, but I was like, I don't think this is going to line up, and I don't know how to make it line up. And I was like stretching the mouth wider, and it looked weird. Eventually, I got the bright idea to print it out, cut it out, and tape it. And that's what I did. And so this is the mask I made with the template. This is how it would be printed and roughly stitched together. But as you can see, it's not very good. The mouth part itself looks okay, but the side I had done this is the ear. This is the ear, and it shouldn't even be showing. And the red part is sort of behind the ear. So all of this should just be silver. Which, again, the mouth part, ironically, is the one part that kind of lines up okay. The bottom of the chin works okay. I like the idea of hinting at the eyes, not as much as I'm showing here, but like a little yellow or white line. But here it looks kind of cross-eyed. They should be over more. Short of like putting it on my face and kind of drawing it and then trying to transfer that, like, it's difficult. Like doing a pattern or design, there's still challenges, but I think doing this, at least the way I want to do it, makes it much harder. Because did I succeed in putting Ultraman's face on it? Yes, but I wanted it to be like this part of my face is exactly what Ultraman would have. And I guess this whole plane here would just be like a silver. Anyway, the point is I may or may not go back to this. It's kind of interesting that I have this 3D prop, because I don't work in 3D very often. And at a glance, it's like, hey, good job. And I keep going like, well, if I just adjust it, it'll be fine. But I know myself, and I know because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this. I'm just sort of like figuring it out. And I tried watching some YouTube videos how to do it, but no one was doing this. It was literally like I just said, like patterns or one single image that didn't really have to wrap certain features of the face. At a glance, this looks like if I make a few adjustments, it'll work. But knowing myself, those few adjustments could take hours. So I'm putting it aside for now. I'm not saying I'm finishing it. I'm not saying I'm not finishing it. I'm saying this is what I did yesterday. Which is kind of a waste of time, but it was art I created rather than none, which is really what I felt like doing yesterday. So today, Thursday, I will be working later. My plan is to work on the Godzilla shirt again. As I talked about, the schedule and the deadline is a little bit tighter than I thought even a couple days ago. And then Friday's my free day, and I might use my free day to work on the horror. And I'm not going to worry about cards until I'm done with the shirt or next month, like I said. Anyway, I've rambled. So, in regards to videos, why are you seeing a video? Blah, blah, blah. Well, like, as I said, the Power Ranger show isn't changing this month. The Power Ranger show is going to go on hiatus. So, there are a couple Dino Fury episodes that are coming out new. We have one in the pipeline that we have to review, and another one that has been announced is coming out. So those 2 episodes are going to be done soon. And then we're going to take a break, weeks, months, however long, until the next season comes back. We left the door open. We didn't cancel the show. We left the door open that we could throw a couple episodes in if the time and interest is there, but we have no commitment other than those 2 episodes for however long. Being that's the case, I'm going to keep doing the art videos at least for the time being and see how it is if the only videos I have to worry about are the art videos. But again, I still might spread these out more or we'll see. But for now, the art videos will continue and the Power Ranger videos will continue, but that's going to change very soon. So anyway, that's today, beginning of Thursday. Hey, it's Sunday afternoon, and I didn't record the last couple days. The Power Rangers show, Action Activate, we are going on a hiatus, which I announced on that show. We're going to do an episode this upcoming week, and then if episode 12 comes out, we'll do that, and then we're not going to do any more until the new episodes for the season come out. Meanwhile, for art update stuff, I'm going to also, I don't know if I want to call it a hiatus, because with Action Activate, it is literally a hiatus. Like, we are going to stop making episodes for a certain amount of time. With these videos, with the art, vlog, Gazbot, life update, whatever videos, I'm not going to call it a hiatus so much as I'm not going to worry about doing an update every week, and I'm not going to worry about documenting every little thought and feeling in art, success and failure. So they'll come up every now and then. I might do more process videos. I might do nothing. I don't know. But it's just, I'm going to keep it very open-ended and kind of do what I feel like when I feel like. Yeah, so I'm going to... I'll fill you in on what's going on, basically. Not that there's like a big... all the stuff I had talked about, but I'm still working on the horror, but I think I might once again stop for the short term, which I hate doing. But I've been in a weird good place where I've been doing a lot of drawings in the genre. You know, I'm putting stuff up, I'm sure, of Ultraman, Ultra 7, and things like that, kind of for nothing, just for practice. I feel like I'm trying to lean into focusing my art more, which I've done over the years, but I'm trying to focus even more now on just like Power Rangers and Godzilla, Ultraman, that kind of stuff. Doesn't mean I might not do a one-off of Transformers or Ninja Turtles, but like I'm trying to not take either commissions or paid work or stuff for myself even that it falls outside of that. I want to try to focus so that if and when the time comes where I have opportunities to do a comic or to do whatever in those genres, I'll have a body of work both to show off as like a resume or portfolio, and also I'll feel confident in my own abilities to do these things instead of learning how to draw them while I'm doing it. So over the next 2 months, I have to do 8 Ultraman sketch cards, which are official. Like, that's exactly what kind of thing I want to do. I'm doing the Godzilla shirt, which is for a local show, Bay Area Film Event, but it is Toho approved. So it'll be the first semi-official Godzilla thing I've ever done. And then I have just other sketches and things I'm working on. So, and I have a Gamera fanzine, which I have kind of committed doing a pinup for, but I might even committing to do a short comic for it, because again, that all kind of forwards what I want to do. This is what's going on the next month or two. In between that, as much as I said I wasn't going to, I think I want to get a print or 2 done for the Godzilla shows coming up. Obviously, I'll have the one from the Godzilla shirt that I will rework into a print. But I also know that we're going to have a guest. The first one, I'm blanking on her name, but she was from one of the original King Kong movies, King Kong Return, the one with the robot King Kong, I believe is the one she's from. And so it would behoove me to have a print of that. Also, I need to watch that movie because I may have seen it when I was a kid, but I don't remember it very well. And the idea of doing a robot King Kong appeals to me because, you know, robots and monsters. And also TJ Storm, who I met once before one of these events, is going to be there. He is the American Godzilla for the last 3 legendary movies. And I don't have a lot of representation of that franchise at all. So it would behoove me to do a print of that. I don't know if we'll be able to do those things, but I feel like these are the correct moves to make. And while I love the horror and the horror will get work done, it can't, it doesn't forward my career. It doesn't get me new followers. It doesn't do anything but make myself feel good and the few people, you know, that follow it. That it sounds very negative, and I don't mean it that way. It's just like, it'll always be there. It'll get done, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, except to me and a handful of people. And those that care, thank you so much. But all this other stuff, I see every time I do it, I see a direct objective increase in money I make, followers I get, profile in the fandom, opportunities I get. Like, I just see it. I just see it make things better in objective categories. when I work on the horror, nothing changes, nothing happens. It doesn't get like a ton of engagement, you know, like. So I don't know. It sounds negative. I don't mean to be negative. I'm actually feeling pretty positive, and I'm not abandoning the horror. I'm just allowing myself to kind of take a break again for the next month or so to really make sure I do a good job on these projects, which objectively will help my career. And I don't even mean that in a very business calculating kind of way, because if I was very career minded, I would not be doing any of this stuff because it's not making me good money. It's not getting me super high profile stuff, but the art career I want, the path I want to take, the things, when I see other people doing things, I'm like, oh, I wish that was me. I realize that these are the things I should be doing to get there, you know, to have those opportunities, to be in those positions, to get to work on those projects. These are steps that if I take will either get me there, get closer to there, or allow me to just, it's the right thing to do for what I want. So when I say career, it's not necessarily even a money thing. It's probably, you know, like I said, I could be doing caricatures and make a lot more money, but I just don't want to do caricatures. I still do occasionally because money, but yeah, anyway, I might have one more follow-up after this, but if I don't know if I'll cap it off. You know what? I should just end it because why am I setting myself up to do more work? I'll put this all together. I don't know when this is going up, but you'll see it. Whenever, like I said, it's going to be whenever. So it's I started this video as the way I normally do it. I'm ending with this little rant in my car. It's very hot in here. I'm going to the post office to drop off some stuff. Then I'm going to go work on an Ultraman drawing that is for nothing, but I'm enjoying it. And it'll help cement my brand on social media, and it'll give me practice drawing characters that I want to be more associated with, etc. So I hope everything's going well for you, and you're making good art choices. I've made tons of bad art choices. I might be making bad art choices right now, but I'm making them. I also give myself a haircut and a shave, and I'm feeling spiffy, feeling spiffy good. And yeah, all right, see you later. Bye.
So, video's not over. Still hiatus, all that is still in place. But the last Action Activate, at least for a while, Power Ranger show has been recorded and posted. And I did that before I finished editing this. I recorded all this, and then it's been sitting because I didn't feel a sense of urgency to get it up since I'm not worrying about schedule. But I realized that the data contained within is becoming somewhat dated. It is now Thursday the 15th, so it's been not quite a week. I'm still working on the Godzilla shirt. I'm making progress, having trouble. I've probably put video. I'm gonna move this over in case I need room. I probably put video up of various things. I've been doing a lot more just iPad sketching of like toys around the house and Ultraman things that may or may not become prints. But I'm not doing that during work time. I'm doing that in times when I normally wouldn't be able to get work done. Just forcing myself to draw more, to be more productive, more experimental. More fun. So throughout this video, I've been putting those up probably, but the shirt, yes, I've been struggling with the shirt, but I think I'm in the home stretch of getting the tight pencil / inks done for the main Godzilla, and yeah, I got a lot of crazy stuff coming up. What was the point of this add-on? I guess just to let you know that I felt like, oh, I really got to make this update, but I'm just sort of telling you, hey, everything I said a minute ago, now I'm a few days further down that road. But this does prove one thing, that I feel the need to keep communicating art things to you. So while I am going on this hiatus, then, you know, it's likely I might pop in and do things from here and from time to time. But it's going to be much more likely to be this format if I do, because this is at my computer using my microphone and camera at the computer rather than on my phone, where then I have to then import it and do more editing and blah, 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 blah. So I am going to end now for real, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Okay, good day, limits. Wake up.